Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I'll be sharing about my vaccination experience. For the longest time, I had been jealous of friends, families, and acquaintances who have been posting on social media about getting vaccinated. And so I'm glad I'm finally able to do this. So the company I'm working for is sponsoring our vaccination, and they got the Moderna vaccine. I was naturally excited because Moderna has 93% efficacy. The last vaccine that I wanted to get was Sinovac, but it's what I ended up getting. I was waiting for our company's vaccination day, but there had been delays with the supplier, and so it took a while before we were able to get the vaccines. Meanwhile, I also registered myself in Pasig, as this is where I live, and Quezon City, where my place of work is. It was August already and we were still waiting, and I was beginning to be quite anxious about it given the recent rise in COVID cases. Then August 7th, I got a text from QC informing me about my first dose schedule for the next day. I was on the fence. Should I wait for Moderna or should I just go ahead and get vaccinated in Quezon City? I had foolishly chosen the latter. And I say that not because of Sinovac's efficacy, but because of what happened during the vaccination day. I went to the vaccination site at Araneta Coliseum 1 hour before my schedule. A swarm of people had come to the site that the queue went on forever. I asked one of the facilitators where the line was for those who have an appointment, but he said that everyone, regardless whether they have an appointment or not, must go to the same queue. I should have walked away and gone home. To be honest, that would have been the best decision given the situation. Yet for some reason, I chose to stay and waited in the queue for 4 hours. I kid you not, that's how long I waited. So I stood there thinking what a mess it was. I don't understand why there were too many people there, and it wasn't until I got home that I found out what happened. Apparently somebody posted fake news on social media that walk-ins would be allowed. So that explains it. Anyway, when I finally got inside Araneta, we were given a form that we had to fill out. To my dismay, the vaccine that they were jabbing to people that day was Sinovac. So more waiting happened inside the Coliseum, and as you can see, the place was filled with humans. Before I knew it, it was my turn to take the jab. The vaccine felt heavy on my left arm, and it took 2 days before the sensation went away. Other than that, I didn't feel anything significant. No side effects whatsoever. They've given us our vaccination card, but silly me, I didn't notice that they didn't indicate the date of my second dose at the back of the card. I didn't notice this until I got home. So I tried finding the information online, but to no avail. No information was provided on QC's website and Facebook page. And I called their hotline and they advised me to return to the vaccination site. So they'd write down the schedule on the card. Like, seriously? It would have been okay if I lived in QC, or somewhere nearby, but I live in Pasig, so this is so much hassle. So I returned to Araneta Coliseum on the 29th of August, only to find that they had no vaccination schedule that day. Where did I get the schedule? At the UP Town Center. There's a vaccination site there, and I talked to some facilitators. I actually thought I was up for my second dose already, because apparently I couldn't count. So they told me that my second dose won't be until the 5th of September. I thought that maybe there won't be a long queue anymore, but yeah, that was wishful thinking. This time though, instead of the streets, they arranged the queue inside the parking lot. I climbed up the stairs all the way to the 5th level to find the end of the line. This time the waiting took about 3 hours. But when I got inside Araneta, I noticed that there weren't too many people this time around. So I got my second dose and I'm now fully vaccinated. Considering all the hassle that I went through, I should have just waited for the company's vax day. Speaking of, after a week of my first dose, the company has finally set the vaccination day. So I still get annoyed whenever I think about this. But well, nothing we can do about it now. What's important is that I'm fully vaccinated, which means I have lowered my risk of getting the virus. How about you? Have you been vaccinated already? It's been tough making this video because of all background noises in our neighborhood. Speaking of, but thank you guys for watching and I'll see you again next time.